All right, so we got, oh, didn't mean to click that. That might make, nope, okay, cool. All right, so I got apple cider cooking upstairs, so in about 30 minutes, I'm going to get up and go tend to that. Might take, like, 10, 15 minutes to strain it, but I think I'm going to just do a quick dev thing just to look over Ace stuff, make some custom kits, and yeah, we'll go from there. So today's project's going to be an interesting one. I'm going to take another YouTuber's 100-person Liberation server Ace settings, and I'm going to convert it into about a 24-person small-scale raid operation, which means I have to preserve the Ace settings themselves, but upscale a few things, because when you have 100 people, you can afford to do things like Cassivac, medical. You can take things at a bit of a slower pace, but you have to, when you downsize it, you have to kind of increase a few different things. So we're just going to go right through everything, and I'll explain my thought process. So advanced ballistics is on. We can keep that on. That's perfectly fine. I'm surprised they even have that on running with 100 players, but hey, if it works, it works. I'm not going to judge. Fatigue, definitely. Now, this is where I'm going to change a few things. I'm going to bring it up to TSB's fatigue settings. So let me save this right now. Just so I can look at TSB's settings here, unless they got deleted again, which I wouldn't be surprised. Let me look at bleaches, because it's the same thing. No, it's not. They changed it. God, frickety frack. I hate it when all my settings get screwed up. Really? Yeah, no, all right. I have to completely look through all my missions again. So I have to remember. He would have used those. Yeah, so we do have at 1.5. Okay. So with that, let's go back to this, reload those. We're going to put that at about 1.9 to 4.9. So what this does is you have a smaller pool of stamina, but it recovers a lot more quickly. Because if you put it too high, then the recovery doesn't happen as quickly, and thus it gets a little messy. So we'll rock it up to 2. And that should be fine. Load factor, I'm actually going to turn these down because, again, you're taking 100 people and you're shrinking them down to a smaller AO, but they still need to be more mobile with everything. Sway factor at 0.2, interesting. I'll keep that then, because that only contributes to the player base. Cider's going great. I accidentally misstepped, and I'm letting it simmer for a little longer. I forgot to mash everything and then do the open pot simmer, so I added some more water. Also did a spice taste, added some more of the spices, and it should be A-okay. Otherwise, that is fatigue set. We'll go ahead, hit save, just in case my computer decides to kaplottle. Advanced throwing, yeah, we can keep all that on. Artillery, yeah, I mean, that's just, we're not going to have a mortar for this one, though, so it doesn't really matter, so we're just going to forego that. Captives, I'll explain, because this is the best way to fix the head bug glitch, is you cable tie the guy, and then you put him back, because if you try to drag them, sometimes you'll teleport them to the Shadow Realm, which is what happened in the first MEU op yesterday, which I thought was hilarious. Require AI surrendering, no. Allow surrendering, yes. Handcuff hone side, yes. And I'll explain to him why I'm keeping that on. Common, now here is where I'm going to take all of this out. Now, this is one of those settings where if you put on a public server, you need something like this to fact-check people not connecting with really weird, silly shit. But for a private operation event, you don't need all of this. And this might actually... Oh, boy. This is every PBO in every mod on that server. That is... Good God, someone spent like 30 minutes just blind copy-pasting into an array, which I completely understand, but oh... God. I can just imagine them doing that, because I had to do that for the freaking Ravage stuff, and I'm going to have to do it for the Tarkov stuff, because we're going to put Ravage on it. And maybe even Van Diesen, because I'm debating, but we'll go one step at a time, but it's still going. I think in hindsight, I could have just taken the copy-paste settings, and oh my, and I just clicked out. Oh, this hurts. Oh, it hurts so much. Control, oh, please tell me. I love you. Thank you. F12. Thank you. Oh my god. Yeah, we're sending these missions side. Oh. I forgot this was a setting. Yeah, no, I'm going to apply that to TSP main. Good God. Cook off. This is where I'm actually going to turn this off because... Well, no. I don't mind cook off if they don't mind cook off. I just know when I do like large scale stuff, I tend to keep these off because it gets a little framey. But no, for a 24-person op, we can do that. Advanced crew assembly. Yeah, those are fine. Explosives. Ooh. Ooh. That is mean. I love it, but that is mean. Okay. I mean, we won't have any IEDs around anyway because it's an internal compound, but that is, ooh, mean settings. Fragmentation simulation, it's fine because we got, you know, it's a smaller group of people. G-Force, aircraft, okay, I'll just have to make sure I tell my pilots that that's the thing. Goggle effects, I like that, and they don't have it in third person, cool. Ace grenades, explosion conversation, yep, ace hearing, cool. Cool, so yeah, earplugs are required, so nothing excruciatingly loud, that's fine. No epilators. Huh. Team management, pass mag, disable negative rating, alright, cool. Yep, that's all good. You want that disabled. Interaction menu, that's all client-side custom stuff, and they have that opened, which is nice. Cargo with logistics, mod based on caliber, unlimited resupply. Allow repair set to engineer only. Okay, so I have to make the pilots engineers. I'm going to set that to a facility or vehicle, because again, it's easier for me to use it on a repair vehicle instead of a repair facility. Advanced engineer only. Well, no, if they have it set that way, they have it set that way. Again, I just got to make sure I tell my guys. So full repair won't be allowed. You have to repair it part by part, which again keeps that realism aspect. And they will need toolkits. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Mag repack's okay. Map. All right, so this is where I'm going to disable that because I'm going to use my custom script instead because it's a lot more clean on the server thanks to what Dirty Snape gave me, and I'm going to always mention that he gave it to me. Map gestures, yeah, that's fine. I mean, yeah, that doesn't really matter too much. Map tools. That's set as a client-side setting. That's fine. Medical. Now, this is where it's going to be very messy. So, splints heal but cannot jog. All right, so we're going to have splints in the kits. Unconscious wake-up chance up to 15%. I'm going to buff that to 45. And again, the reason is this is probably where we're going to make the most changes out of this ace setting stanza because we need to convert something, again, where it's 100 players with medevac and medical facilities and a way to bring people back, and we need to allow them to be able to do things in the field because 2 squads with a medevac system is not going to work. You're going to end up having 50% of your forces incapacitated and being medevaced at once. The only exception would be a community like Killsmith's community where they just build that system on it completely and they all know what they're getting in on. But again, I have to hybridize the system. So fracture chance, I'm going to lower it slightly to 20%. Unconscious wake up, I'm going to buff that to 50%. Actually, no. We're going to keep that at 25. I'm just going to buff this. Well, actually, technically, mathematically, I don't think I do, but we'll buff it up to 8. That way it forces an epi to be used. Fatal damage, only large hits to vital organs. Okay, we'll keep that. That's fine. Player and AI damage thresholds. I will have to do ballistic testing before I potentially change that number, but I'm going to bump this up slightly to 1.55. I'm going to make them slightly more tanky. Headshots, it's still going to down you. But lower caliber, then we'll see how things go. Pain unconscious, I do like that 10% knocker. That's all right. Medical, blood droplets will be fine. Blood lifetime at 3 minutes, that's fine. Medical menu, okay. Triage, that's fine. Litter with 120 seconds and max. All right, that's fine. Player insta-death and cardiac arrest. All right, TSP's used to that. We can handle that. Cardiac arrest time. That's actually, yeah, so this is what shows me that this is a medevac system, is because this is a pretty high number. If there isn't a medevac system, usually you don't see that number go past like 4 or 5 minutes. With a medevac system, they bump this number up to allow people to get to a medical base and back. So I like that. And then, yeah, bleed out during cardiac arrest. Bleeding rate coefficient. I'm going to lower that by 0.1. Again, because you want to give them a little bit of leeway. Not too much, but just slight on the leeway system. Pain, I'm fine at keeping that at 1. IV transfusion rate, this is the most important setting. I'm going to buff this to... yeah, let's do 3.5. And again, the reason for that is you got to keep your guys in the fight. The medic has to focus on the other groups, and it's going to be painful if they're not able to. Okay. All right. We're going to lower that slightly, again, making it simpler for the 2 squads, but I'm going to preserve the settings as best I can. Oh, that's mean. Having that setting off. So when you fully bandage something, it full heals it, and they're getting rid of that. Oh. Oh, people are going to be hurting by the end of this off. Holy shit, location boost training. Yeah, but we're not going to have anything of that. Auto-injector, tourniquet treatment time. So they've lowered the time it takes for you to apply tourniquets. Okay, splint time, though, takes a hot second. Anyone can epi. Only doctors can pack. Ooh. Consumes the pack, too. So we're going to small scale this. So I'm going to set that to medics, but I'll preserve the consume full pack. Surgical kit, we're going to move that to medics as well. That's set to anywhere. Doesn't consume, and you can sell stitch. IV transfusion is anyone, though. I do like that. That is a good saving grace, because I was going to potentially switch that, too. But, yeah, the medics are the only ones that can do the emergency full heal or the other thing. So they have it set to a 10-second pack, though. Okay. And it takes 8 seconds to stitch. I'm going to lower that to 5.5. Again, because you got to keep it a little quicker. But it still is a considerable amount of time. IV bag treatment time, we're going to lower that to 12. CPR success chance, 30%. CPR treatment time, 15. That's fine. Is that... Where's the setting that increases the success chance of CPR? Or did they move that or get rid of that? Or is it now a default thing of if a medic does it, it's likely to get it back? But yeah, 3 times. I'm going to buff that to 33%, so it's a statistical guarantee that you'll get it in 3 times. But that should be good enough to lower everything. But yeah, no, okay, that's good. We're going to save it again. All right, name tags. They're going to disable that. That's fine. We're going to be using DUI anyway for stuff like that. I mean, this is all client. Well, some of it's all client-side anyway, so that's fine. Night vision. Ooh. This I'm going to have to play with because I need to just make sure I get the lighting right. So that's something we're going to have to go look at. Overheating's on, so I will have to put some spare barrels on the auto riflemen. Pointing, they've disabled. Okay. Pylons doesn't matter, actually, because we don't have any aircraft. Well... I think Karma said he wanted an unarmed UAV drone. So again, that doesn't matter. Quick mount, that's fine. Respawn. Yeah, no, that's fair. Scopes. Yeah. Spectator doesn't matter. Switch unit doesn't matter. Trenches. Okay, that's all applied. Uncategorized. Yeah, so they could fast rope if they want to. Okay. Do have micro daggers. I'm gonna have to go back and forth with them on a few things for like spray paint, micro daggers, and a few other small items. User interface, that doesn't really matter. Selective UI, and then people pick what they want. Vehicle lock doesn't matter. View distance limiter, this is all set client side, right? Yep, my client's good. Just making sure that's right. Laser pointer, blah, blah, blah. The AI will have... I've already built most of their kits with flashlights, so that's A-okay. Ian! How are you doing, my man? Been a hot second. How's life? Cooking apple cider upstairs, hoping I don't burn my house down. I'll go check on it in like another 10, 15 minutes. Wind is fine. This I want on so I can see what the heck I'm placing. CVA. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. DUI, that's all fine. Grad trenches. Oh, they have settings for. All right, so that's already all overridden, so I don't have to set that. Client-side settings. Good. None of that. That's all for the client. Server global settings. That. I'm making sure this is disabled wherever I go because I fucking hate that popping sound. Hide not connected set to client. Nice. Terrain coefficient interception. Radio range is set to normal. Yeah. I'll ask him if he has any preset frequencies that I can put the radio, or if he just wants to have them pre-made. Otherwise, I can import TSPs. AI hearing, good, good. Yeah. No disabling of radio code. No automatic give. I'm going to turn that off. And then Zeus Enhance, I mean, that's all up to me. So, all right. All right. So now I know what we're going to give them. Now I need to build the kits accordingly to what we have in here. Not too bad. That's great, man. Oh, by the way, fun fact. Apparently the entirety of Facebook is down, and they're apparently in front of Congress talking about something. So I find that hilarious. All right, so... I'll put custom inventories, and then once I sort everything here, we'll probably put a triple R landing pad over here. I know, right? It's not Twitch down this time. It's great. Instagram and WhatsApp, too. Nice. We can separate them or run, you know, a landing pad just in case. And now I have to debate how I want to do this. I think we'll just build it off of standard RHS Arab kits. And then, yeah, these are all excuse me. Those are all enemy kits. I'm not going to show off. Well, no, fuck it. I'll show it off. Because this is the compound over here. I'd already done some pre-placement. But these are all different weapon or different uniform styled kits of a lot of stuff I could find during the Osama bin Laden raid. So I'm not going to stream the placement of units where the VIP is, all that. But I'll show off a few things here. Aye. Amazing, Don. Funny how that all works. Okay. I'm gonna start asking him questions. Give me a second. Now. Everyone or squad leader. TLs only. Kit other than the medics. Alright, I'm gonna build these the way I want and then edit them based off of what he says, which means I'm gonna give everyone an ACOG, but again, this is it's like working with any client. You go through multiple iterations just to make sure everything goes well. But Arjun, thanks so much for the 2-month resub. I hope you keep enjoying the operations. I hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. This op will be streamed on the 23rd of October at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, I have a Rift, and I hate it because of what they did with that, so I might sell it and get something else, but I'm not the biggest fan of VR, period. My mind just... I always get motion sick, unfortunately. Alright, so I'm debating... We'll probably do something a little more tactical, like Mark 18s, but I've got to do some research into... We're not doing 416s. Probably the Mark 18 with the soap mod stocks. We'll see how things go. So this group is a... it's a thing for both Karma Cut's community and my community. We're going to do a powwow, and I'll be Zeusing it. He'll be squad leading his guys, and it'll just be a small spec op thing, which is nice. Oh, Frost, yes. I've had very indecisive clients. I had one client that made me change literally the same thing 4 separate ways, and I finally just said, yeah, no, I'm done. I've had my fair share of horror stories, so I am a little selective on who I work with, but yeah. Pick up a copy of Squad Cut. I don't know much about... Because all the research I did back for Splendid Squad, it was all like 1 hour of, all right, how does their community play? How do they act? You know, what can I then transpose on the Splendid and go from there? I will try his Liberation server out probably this week or next week. But I also want to get into Star Wars Squad mod. There's so many things I want to do. Yes, I'm going to do like 3 or 4 different horror ops for Halloween. Bleach Boys got wiped on accident because I underestimated the range of that laser satellite module, but it means we're going to go right into the horror campaign I've planned for them. So it's going to be a trilogy of some actual spooky shit using Devour's mod. And then for some of the TSB ops I'm going to do, I'm going to invite Devour and his dev community from the Mutant mod and show them what I can do with it. But anyway, so keep getting distracted. So they have advanced medical, so I need to bridge out the type of bandages I have. So we're going to do 5, 5, and 5. And... oh, let me ask, tourniquet count? I hope we do 4, because I really hate the communities with reopening wounds that give you anything less than 4 tourniquets. And then you fight dudes with, like, GMGs and shit. You just wanna... You just hope you can get into your medic's backpack and just steal a spare tourniquet. Because, good God, I mean... For example, the first MEU op, if I did not give myself a 4th tourniquet in that op, I would have died a few times. But, Jesus Christ, that was one crazy scenario. I still want to go to the next one, though. I want to see, because I got to talk with Sorensic, tell him, you know, how he can improve on certain things, but I think he's learned a lot, and we'll see something cool come out of that. And I can't believe I'm also saying that for Sorensic, of all people, you know, because I've got my own stories about him. But, you know, water under the bridge, things happen in the past. I can make jokes about it later. And, you know, we can go forward. Let's see. Jesus, it's already 2 o'clock. All right, in 5 minutes, I'm going to have to disappear for, like, 5 or 10 minutes to go strain the cider. Let me think. Let's give him a warm welcome. Hazmat, were you the guy that said we should do Squid Games as an MCO? Like, I'd got to find people to script stuff for that, man. But that wouldn't be an MCO. That would just be like a little party game bullshit. Yeah. Ay. Completely lost my damn train of thought now. You know, they wouldn't actually have standard camo. We'd do something Special Forces-y. Hell, I probably base it off of SEAL Team 6. Oh, I don't want the damn movie. I just want pictures of Group SEAL Team 6. Oops. They gotta deal with an MP7. Oh, man. Nah, so even in the dark, they have the, they have the camo, but it's like a green top with a multicam bottom. Okay. So let me actually change that accordingly here. Let me get rid of his chest plate. Because, you know, they're realism players. I want to try to get the small details right to the best of my ability. Gosh darn it. Okay. Here's the deal. Here's the deal. Let me go strain my cider. I'm going to cut the stream. We'll be back in like 10, 15 minutes. And we'll continue, okay? So just give me a hot second, all right? Yeah, be back in 10.